Hello, Markee Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life, and today we are out at the Biloxi seashore. The Biloxi beach, the beaches out here are very, very nice, except for today, it's Hurricane Isaac and it's starting to rain. Oh my. Let's see, let me get this stuff covered up here. Okay, now it's starting to get wet. Oh my. So, before my tablet quits functioning here, I got a thing that, you remember the Americans have no work ethic video that I did? Well, I'm out here working my ass off and I'm American. We got Hurricane Isaac coming in and that's what's going on here. Now I've never seen whitecaps out here before because we have barrier islands along the coast here that stop it all from having any waves out here. Here I'm fixing I have a rain cover on here, and so it's keeping this all dry so that I can film in the rain. And anyway, so with Americans not having any work ethic, I just kind of had it just reminded me of something else. And this is an experience that I had when I was 20 years old. In fact, I was a truck driver, and I worked for an air freight company. I drove what was called a hoopie, and this truck was something that is, it's like a furniture delivery truck. It's not in tandem. It doesn't have a cab and then a trailer. It's just all one piece. And sometimes, they could be up to like 40 feet long. And so it, I'm waving to another camera over here. And so anyway, I had this boss, and I was thinking about people who abuse their power and who do things that are irrational, and that, you're just going, what the hell, So basically, my boss, we used to do special deliveries. And to do these special deliveries, you would do them at a certain time. You'd go to the airport and you'd pick something up, and you would then take it directly to wherever it goes. And sometimes that was just somewhere in town, and other times that was actually someplace far away, like maybe even 350 miles away, and you'd have to drive out and do it. Well, commonly you would get these whenever you were on shift. They would call you and say, at the end of your shift, would you like to do this special delivery? And I'd always do them. I mean, because you made good money on it. In fact, it wasn't an hourly thing. It was paid to where you got half of whatever the company charged. And I remember some of the times when I take like organ transplants and stuff down to Klamath Falls Hospital, that was a 300-mile trip. And I'd make like $300 for going down there, which at 20 years old, this was 20 years ago because I'm 41 now, that was awesome money. And so, oh wow, look at how dark the clouds are getting out there. Oh my. Isaac's on its way in. So I would commonly do these, and they could depend on me, and they called on me all the time to do these. Well, now what happened is that have you ever encountered this is a little background history on this. Have you ever encountered the boss's son or a relative at a company that you've worked at where they feel entitled to everything, to where they think that they own the company even though they didn't put in the work to make the company, but they just have this sense of entitlement? Americans have that sense of entitlement a lot. At least now I don't see it because I'm an American, I live here and everything, but I hear that a lot from people who are foreigners, and that Americans just think that we have a lot of entitlement. Well, that's what I'm talking about with this, is that this guy, he was the owner's son, and he wasn't in charge of the whole company, but he did have responsibilities at the company, and he did do a lot of work for the company, and he worked hard and everything. Well, what he did is he called me at like 5 a.m. and I was, scheduled to be at work at I think about 8. And so he called me at 5 a.m. and this is back when we first had voicemail. You don't, now we just all take it for granted. We all have it on our cell phones and everything, and you just don't think about it. You just already have it. So But this was just when we first had voicemail, and instead of an answering machine. And an answering machine, you would check it whenever you walked by it and you'd see the flashing light. Well, on voicemail, some phones had a flashing light on them, but back then, I don't think any of the phones did. They were all wired phones. We didn't have cordless phones and everything. We had some cell phones, but they were incredibly expensive back then. Woo, I am getting sandblasted. Oh, man. Okay, wow. Look at the storm coming in. That is pretty incredible looking. Winds of 75 miles an hour predicted at my home today, which, check out my other channel, my Limo Monster channel, and I've been documenting the hurricane. In fact, Lisa's been back there in the car. She went and ran to the car when it started raining. She's been holding my little handheld camera and filming sometimes. So, oh, now I got sand in my mouth. Ugh. Anyway, so he had called and said that there was a special. And this special, I don't even know what it was. But when I got into work, I had no clue that he had called and everything. I just didn't know. And it's not something that I guess I slept through the phone ringing. We didn't have a phone in our bedroom or anything. And I just didn't think about it very much. Oh man, I'm getting sandblasted again. And here, I'm gonna hold my hand like this. So I get into work, and he tells me when I get there, I'm getting there at my normal time, I'm getting my truck ready and everything, and he tells me that I disobeyed a direct order. And I'm like, what do you mean I disobeyed a direct order? I don't know what you're talking about and everything. And he's like, I called you and told you needed to come in and be here early to do this special delivery, and we did not make the special delivery on time. And so anyway, I'm like, that's baloney. You can't expect me to be here when you didn't talk to me and everything. And so he got mad at me on me objecting to what he was saying. I mean, basically I was objecting to his belief that I should have been there earlier when I didn't even know about it. And he told me I was fired. And I'm like, wow, I can't believe what just happened here. It's like I stepped onto train tracks and got run over by a train, and I didn't even know that trains existed, And so he's like, you're fired. So I went home. And I was saying to my wife at the time, I'm like, I can't believe it. I just got fired and everything. And I didn't even know. And I go and I listen to the voicemail, and sure enough, there was a message there and everything. But I had no clue that I was supposed to be to work early. And but then, I knew that I was wronged. I knew that I wasn't wrong about that. And I knew that he was wrong. And so I got up the courage to stand up to him, and I went back into work. And he had another boss that was over him before the owner of the company. He wasn't like right underneath the owner. But I was going to go straight to the owner and say, hey, this is not fair and everything. Well, I ended up going to my immediate boss. My immediate boss stuck up for me, and he told me I was not fired and to go ahead and go out about my business, do my work, do my route and everything. And so that was pretty good, and I was really happy that he stood up for me, and because that was just really wrong what he did. Now that happens all the time in life, It's just a fact of life. And oh my goodness, we got people that are coming out here to surf. Let's switch the angle here so that we can see them. And so he stuck up for me, and I was really happy about that. And I doubt that they're going very far out there, really, because honestly, is that smart? I mean, I know the tide's coming in, so it's not. It's not probably got an undertow and going to pull you out, but for that same thing, there could be logs and everything that are being pushed up, debris. Ooh, it's starting to rain again. Here, I'm going to change the lens view again so that the lens doesn't actually get wet here. You know, there's a sign. I don't know if you guys can see it out there, but there is over there. There's a sign that keeps going under the water every time a wave comes by. And I truly mean it. This is the first time I've ever seen whitecaps out here. It's pretty incredible. So now we're just waiting for the storm to come in, and I'm going to be filming a whole bunch of stuff during the day. I mean, what a great backdrop. I mean, you guys always talk about all the backdrops that I use and stuff, all these different places that I go. Well, you know, let's just use the weather as a backdrop. Why not? So, this is fun. Anyway, stay tuned for the next video. I'm going to have more hurricane videos. You better believe it. Subscribe if you like this stuff too. And don't forget, check my Limo Monster channel. It's where I vlog at. And I've got some other behind the scenes stuff. And maybe you'll enjoy that too. Subscribe if you like it. I'm Markee Dragon. Take care. If you made it this far in the video, you may as well subscribe. That's what I want you to do. You obviously liked it well enough to watch it this far. So look at this. This is Frostmourne. This is a Runes of Magic sword. This Runes of Magic sword is one that we're giving away as second prize to one of you subscribers just for being subscribed. That's all you have to do. Subscribe and accept our messages or watch our videos where we draw for prizes. So this one is it's a really nice sword. It's signed by some of the American staff for Runes of Magic. And then there's the big boy here. I got it on my shoulder because it's so darn heavy. You know, this sucker is 16 pounds. Look at this. So, it's a two-handed sword here, man. This is a beautiful sword. And we're giving this away when we hit 42,500 subscribers. It could be you. So, just subscribe. That's all you have to do. We'll do videos selecting the winners, and we'll send you a message in YouTube as long as you accept it. Just make sure you accept messages from us. To do that, put us on your contact list. And you just add Markee Dragon to your contact list, and then you'll be able to get messages from us, and you'll have 30 days to get back to us when we send you a message. Or if we can't message you, you'll just be on video, and you just gotta watch the video and then contact us. So anyway, if you made it this far, you really should subscribe, and I would appreciate it. So anyway, that's all.